It finally got lifted. Okay. All right. Okay. So as of today, I can do the live stream. All right. So I'm going to add those. What I'm going to do right now is add as many of the videos as I can to the list. And we're back in business. That's nice. Because every day I was checking and every day they kept telling me, no, you're still on probation, but it's lifted. So I'll start doing the live streams in the playlist again. But right now I'm going to put these videos that we watched the last couple of classes in the playlist, and you'll have access to them. That's one. Okay. All right. So I've successfully added all three videos to the playlist, and today's, well, not all of the lesson is info. So let me just go back and pull this up so that we can get that part on the video. Okay, so for the sake of getting it on the live stream video, I'm gonna go back over, and then a couple of people came in late, so you should be going. Make sure that you can answer these three questions at the beginning. Actually, these five questions. Make sure that you can answer these five questions. I put the two clips from the videos in the chats to help you make sure you review the vocabulary. These are all the lovely bugs that are typically found on the body. Now, again, not all insects are helpful for forensics, so you need to know which ones are, which ones aren't. It's particularly make sure that you understand the terms PMI, post-mortem interval. Okay, because most of the time they don't always say post-mortem interval. They want you to know what is PMI. All right. So 5 questions at the beginning. Again, I sent you a more labeled picture of the life's cycle. So read through this pertaining to what the life cycle is. Oh, all right. So this video that I have here is also now in the playlist. So if you can't get to it from here, you can get to it from the playlist in YouTube. Again, make sure that you have completed the lab. Go through let's see. All right. Make sure that you answer question number 2. Some of you are skipping over question 2. And most importantly, sum it up at the end to make sure that you have identified what is the actual PMI. All right, and read through the. I used to show a video a long time ago about how it wasn't necessarily about insects in particular. It was about the crime scenes and crime scene investigation. And one of the uh, incidents was in a rice field in Japan, and someone used their machete to kill the body. And what they did was they had everybody drop their machete on the ground and see where the flies went, and they identified the tool used to kill the person by the bugs that went to the one particular machete. And then they looked at who owned that machete, and that's how they solved that crime. So bugs are important. All right, so again, this one goes through the different flies and what they do on the corpse. So make sure you go through this. And again, I apologize. That first thing in the morning, you get to look at bugs. And last but not least, go through. All right, so this is a review as well. So make sure this is kind of like a mini quiz. So if you can get through this, you'll get through the test. All right, so any questions? Any questions? Like I said, a few of you still need to turn in that lab. And hopefully that those of you who have already turned in all of your work. You are actually going through and using this time to review the unit. Oh, and in that, I forgot to point out, he mentioned temperature. Let me share again, review that point on, okay, alrighty. And here he mentioned ADD stands for something else when it comes to forensics. It is the accumulated degree days, or ADD, to predict how long the insect has been present on the corpse. Okay. Oh, okay. This is what I was looking for up here. Okay. There we go. All right. So make sure that you pay attention to that. So when they examine the body, they have to do the approximate time of death, known as post-mortem interval. Temperature is a very important factor in insect colonization. It has a strong impact on the time period needed for insect development because insects are ectothermic or cold-blooded. Their development is based on the environment. Okay, we are endothermic, which means our temperature is regulated internally and not by the external environment. Although today is kind of cold, it does affect you a little bit, but we are endothermic. So bugs are ectothermic. Okay. All right. So do pay attention to that. All right. This part two. They certain bugs only exist in certain locations. So you also where you find the body will determine what kind of bugs you'll find on the body. So that will help as well. All right, so just pointing out certain, all right, and this one, endo, and that's a long endomotoxicology. That's a tongue twister. All right, so certain bugs help you determine what, excuse me, what drugs might be present in the body. All right, so there's a list of things that can be determined by the kind of bugs that are present. Okay. All righty. Any questions? Any questions? Any questions? Got about 6 minutes left to class. Now's the time to ask a question. Well, oh no, I don't want you to turn in those questions. I want you to use those as a study tool that makes sure that you can answer them because those are the basis that the test is made from, the overview questions. So you don't have to turn the answers in. You're welcome. It's good if you wrote them down because then you have something to study from. Okay. So it's these 5 questions at the beginning, the essential questions. Make sure, whoops, make sure you can answer those 5 questions. But there's no place to turn them in. Somebody came late. Um, okay. Okay. I think DeAndre, they already marked you tardy instead of absent. Oh, all right, so if you have no further questions from me, you are free to log out and I will see you on Friday. Have a good rest of your day. Oops, I didn't mean to be sharing that.